The upcoming roster of Marvel blockbusters is poised to captivate and exhilarate. From Deadpool 3's irreverent antics to Venom 3's symbiotic chaos in 2024, followed by Kraven the Hunter's relentless pursuit, Marvel's upcoming slate promises non-stop excitement. Spider-Man ventures beyond the Spider-Verse in early 2025, Captain America 4 New World Order explores ideological conflict, and Thunderbolts assemble as anti-heroes mid-year. Blade returns with chilling intensity in late 2025, while the Fantastic Four reboot and Spider-Man 4 ignite anticipation for 2026. Shang Chi prepares for a sequel, Armor Wars gears up for high-tech thrills, and the X-Men debut in the MCU. Plus, Avengers 5 unites Earth's mightiest heroes in 2026, leading into Avengers 6 Secret Wars for a multiverse-shaking conclusion. Marvel's cinematic universe is set for an epic journey, promising unforgettable adventures for fans old and new alike. Get ready, Marvel fans, because Wade Wilson is about to shake things up in the MCU like never before. In a bold move that has tongues wagging faster than Quicksilver on a caffeine high, Deadpool is teaming up with none other than Wolverine himself in the aptly titled blockbuster Deadpool and Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds, the man behind the mask, has been chomping at the bit for this reunion ever since the infamous X-Men Origins debacle. And who can blame him? After smashing box office records with Deadpool and Deadpool 2, Reynolds is back for round 3, now officially part of the MCU family. But hold on to your chimichangas because there's more. Hugh Jackman is donning the claws once more to join Reynolds in what promises to be the most anticipated team-up since Tony Stark met Peter Parker. Yes, you heard right. Wolverine is back, and this time he's not alone. Rumor has it that Deadpool's antics might just land them both in the TVA's crosshairs, kicking off a multiversal adventure that could rewrite MCU history faster than Loki could say glorious purpose. With trailers teasing TVA shenanigans, multiverse mayhem, and a showdown against the enigmatic Cassandra Nova, Deadpool and Wolverine isn't just a movie. It's a cosmic roller coaster through Marvel lore. Buckle up, because this July things are about to get wild, stabby, and oh so meta in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Be prepared for another symbiote showdown as Sony's Spider-Man universe swings back into action with Venom: The Last Dance, the electrifying conclusion to Tom Hardy's Venom trilogy. The latest trailer dropped by Sony on June 3rd promises a pulse-pounding spectacle filled with the signature banter between Eddie Brock and Venom, but it's keeping the plot tightly under wraps. What we do know is that Eddie and Venom are once again caught in a web of trouble, this time hunted not only by Earth's shadowy agencies, desperate to keep extraterrestrial life hidden, but also by ominous forces from Venom's own planet. The stakes are high, the action intense, and the countdown to October 25th, 2024 is on. In this final chapter, Tom Hardy reprises his role as the enigmatic anti-hero, facing a decision that could spell doom for both Venom and Eddie. The official synopsis teases a devastating choice looming over them, promising an ending that won't be tied up neatly with a bow. With tantalizing hints about Venom's origins and the threat closing in from all sides, Venom: The Last Dance is set to be a spine-tingling thrill ride through the darker corners of the Marvel Universe. As Eddie navigates betrayal, survival, and the search for his place in a hostile cosmos, fans can expect answers to long-standing questions and revelations that will reshape his universe forever. Sony's Spider-Man universe is gearing up for its next big hunt with Kraven the Hunter, a film years in the making that promises to dive deep into the dark origins of one of Spider-Man's most formidable foes. Set in a world where anti-heroes and villains take center stage, Kraven the Hunter has been a long-awaited addition to Sony's expanded Marvel lineup. Filming finally kicked off in Europe in 2022 after significant delays, marking the start of Aaron Taylor Johnson's journey as the Ruthless Kraven. Revealed at CinemaCon, the footage unveiled a rugged fur-lined costume and a brutal depiction of Kraven in action, setting the tone for an R-rated experience that's a departure from previous SSU offerings. This shift follows the success of mature-themed comic book adaptations like Deadpool and Joker, promising a gritty exploration of Kraven's journey, including intense confrontations and visceral action sequences. Inspired by the iconic Kraven's Last Hunt storyline from Marvel Comics, the film hints at a narrative steeped in vengeance and transformation. While details remain tightly under wraps, anticipation mounts as audiences prepare to witness Kraven's evolution from man to merciless hunter. As fans speculate on the film's direction and its implications for the larger Spider-Man mythos, Kraven the Hunter, scheduled for release on December 13th, 2024, promises to be a compelling addition to Sony's cinematic universe, paving the way for darker, more complex narratives within the Marvel Universe. With Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse scoring big with both critics and audiences, all eyes are now fixed on the next installment in the beloved animated franchise, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. This eagerly anticipated third film will once again follow the adventures of Miles Morales as he grapples with the imminent threats posed by Spot's plan to unravel the multiverse. In a revealing February 2024 interview, Shameik Moore, the voice behind Miles Morales, hinted at what fans could expect from Beyond the Spider-Verse. Action, Miles and Gwen, continuation from the second one, the Spot, and a lot of energy and dilemmas to solve. Producer Amy Pascal further illuminated the Spider-Man movie timeline, confirming that Spider-Man 4 and Beyond the Spider-Verse are top priorities before the hinted live-action Miles Morales project. Originally slated for a March 29, 2024 release, Beyond the Spider-Verse faced a setback when Sony removed it from the calendar in July 2023 amidst industry strikes. Despite these challenges being resolved, Sony has yet to announce a new release date, keeping fans eagerly awaiting further updates. While plot details remain tightly under wraps, the cliffhanger ending of Across the Spider-Verse strongly suggests Miles facing off against a variant of himself turned Prowler, while Gwen and her team rallied to his aid. As the stakes escalate with Spot's menacing multiversal rampage and Miguel O'Hara's efforts to preserve order, Miles will need all the allies he can muster in this thrilling new chapter of the Spider-Verse saga. Sam Wilson's evolution into Captain America is set to captivate audiences in Captain America: Brave New World, a pivotal installment in the MCU's Phase 5 lineup. Following his poignant journey in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where Sam wrestled with the weight of taking on Captain America's mantle, this film marks his inaugural solo adventure as the iconic superhero. Scheduled for release on February 14th, 2025, Captain America: Brave New World promises to delve deep into Sam Wilson's character, showcasing why he's not only a worthy successor to Steve Rogers, but also a beacon of hope and justice in a world facing new challenges. Directed by the showrunner of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Malcolm Spellman, the film is poised to explore complex themes of identity, responsibility, and the evolving role of superheroes in society. The announcement of Captain America 4 came swiftly after Sam's transformation into Captain America was solidified in the MCU narrative, underscoring the character's growing importance and popularity. Set against the backdrop of political intrigue and personal growth, the film is expected to confront Sam with formidable adversaries, including Thunderbolt Ross, whose contentious history with Sam adds layers of tension to the narrative. After years of speculation, Marvel fans can rejoice, as Thunderbolts is officially set to bring the MCU its first villain team-up movie. In late March 2024, Florence Pugh offered a tantalizing sneak peek into Thunderbolts with a glimpse of the movie set, showcasing Yelena's new costume and intriguing weapons, sparking excitement about what lies ahead. Originally slated for a holiday 2024 release, Thunderbolts underwent scheduling adjustments, moving to a July 2025 debut before settling on a May 5th, 2025 release date. Reports from The Hollywood Reporter hinted at a dramatic twist originally planned for Thunderbolts, involving the team's potential demise, which has since been reworked to keep their futures open in the MCU. This narrative shift adds layers of suspense, promising a plot that deftly explores the moral complexities of its characters, who are poised to transcend their villainous origins and emerge as anti-heroes. While plot specifics remain tightly guarded, Thunderbolts is poised to leverage established character backstories, sidestepping origin stories to delve straight into gripping conflicts and character dynamics. The involvement of characters like Yelena, Red Guardian, and Taskmaster suggests ties to Black Widow's legacy, hinting at thematic continuities that honor the MCU's rich narrative tapestry. As speculation mounts about the movie's full title and potential narrative twists, fans can anticipate an exhilarating ride through uncharted territory in the Marvel Universe. The anticipation of Marvel's Blade reboot is palpable, but Daywalker's return to the big screen has not been without its challenges. Initially slated for a 2023 release, the MCU Blade reboot faced multiple delays. First to 2024, and then to its current scheduled date of November 7th, 2025. Mahershala Ali personally approached Marvel Studios to express his keen interest in portraying Eric Brooks, aka Blade. His casting has been widely celebrated, adding weight to the expectations surrounding the film. While specific plot details for the MCU Blade reboot remain under wraps, it is expected to delve into Blade's origins as a vampire slayer and his established role within the MCU. The introduction of supernatural threats hinted at in the Disney Plus Halloween special Werewolf by Night suggests a rich tapestry for Blade to navigate, potentially skipping over to his origin stories to focus on his present-day exploits. Recent speculation suggests Blade may pave the way for the introduction of the Midnight Suns, a team of dark supernatural heroes. This aligns with Marvel's strategic focus on expanding its universe with established franchises and sequels, although the departure of both its directors has added an element of uncertainty to the film's direction. As Marvel navigates the complexities of bringing Blade back to prominence, fans eagerly await further developments and hope for a film that honors the character's legacy while carving out new dimensions within the ever-expanding MCU. Marvel's gearing up for the highly anticipated Fantastic Four reboot within its expanding multiverse saga. Recent updates reveal a star-studded cast with Natasha Lyonne joining in an undisclosed role, alongside Paul Walter Hauser, John Malkovich, Ralph Ineson as Galactus, and Julia Gardner as Shala Bal, a variant of the Silver Surfer. Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Ebon Moss-Bachrach, and Joseph Quinn have been confirmed as the core Fantastic Four team, set to debut on July 25th, 2025, following a schedule shift with Thunderbolts. The film promises a unique twist with the 1960s period piece setting, hinted at by The Thing reading a 1963 issue of Life magazine. This backdrop sets up the Fantastic Four story, exploring where they've been in the MCU timeline, potentially involving a multiverse narrative. While Marvel keeps plot details under wraps, it's confirmed the film won't delve into the team's origin story, focusing instead on their integration into the larger MCU. Galactus emerges as a cosmic antagonist, suggesting ties to major MCU events like the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, potentially involving a Kang variant such as Rama Tut. Speculation also swirls around Doctor Doom's introduction, teasing epic confrontations and universe-shaking revelations as Marvel's phase continues to unfold. The latest updates on Spider-Man 4 hint at exciting developments for Tom Holland's MCU future. Recent Kevin Feige discussed the ongoing creative process, revealing that writers are currently shaping the story with bold new ideas. This aligns with the broader MCU narrative, including upcoming projects like the Daredevil series on Disney+, featuring Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio reprising their roles. The MCU has also clarified the trilogy's title as the Home Trilogy, suggesting future Spider-Man films may diverge from this naming convention or launch a new trilogy with a distinct identity. Scheduled potentially after the multiverse saga, Spider-Man 4 could debut around 2027, marking its place in the MCU's next narrative phase. While specific plot details remain scarce, the aftermath of No Way Home implies unresolved consequences, possibly involving Doctor Strange's spell or memory alterations for MJ and Ned. The introduction of Venom's symbiote into the MCU offers fertile ground for new storylines, echoing possibilities searched in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. Additionally, Kingpin's emerging storyline in Echo and Daredevil Born Again foreshadows a formidable adversary for Spider-Man in New York City. As the narrative evolves, Spider-Man 4 promises to blend comic book lore with fresh perspectives, ensuring fans eagerly anticipate Holland's continued evolution as Peter Parker. The sequel to Simu Liu's MCU debut, Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, has been confirmed, but details remain scarce. Although not listed in Marvel's current Phase 5 and 6 lineup, Shang-Chi 2 reportedly appears on Marvel Studios' production calendar, according to the Direct's February 2023 report. This indicates it may be among the unannounced MCU projects slated for 2024 and 2025. Simu Liu hinted at July 2023 that Shang-Chi 2 would follow events after Avengers the Kang Dynasty or Avengers Secret Wars, implying a release post-multiverse saga. Director Destin Daniel Cretton, who helmed the first film, remains attached to Shang-Chi 2, despite stepping down from directing Avengers the Kang Dynasty in November 2023. Despite the lack of a concrete release date, Deadline confirmed in December 2021 that Shang-Chi 2 is in development. Liu's uncertainty about his availability for filming suggests a potential release in 2026 or later. The sequel's storyline remains unclear, with Marvel potentially exploring Ta Lo and Shang-Chi's deeper connection to his hidden world and powers beyond the Ten Rings. As Marvel continues to integrate films with TV series, Shang-Chi 2 could diverge from its predecessor's narrative to explore new realms and character developments. Fans eagerly await further updates on the sequel's development and its place in the expanding MCU. War Machine is set to take center stage in the MCU's upcoming Armor Wars movie. Despite minimal recent developments since the project's announcement, potential tie-ins with other MCU stories offer intriguing connections. Riri Williams' debut in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever hints at her Ironheart suit possibly drawing War Machine's attention, potentially framing her as a target for those misusing Stark tech. Additionally, Secret Invasion has set up Rhodey's conflict with Nick Fury stemming from a Skrull impersonation. Initially confirmed as a Disney Plus series in December 2020, Armor Wars transitioned to a movie in September 2022 to accommodate its expansive storyline. Don Cheadle remains the sole confirmed cast member, drawing inspiration from the 1987 to 1988 comic series of the same name. Armor Wars explores Tony Stark's realization that his technology is being misused by adversaries, facilitated by characters like Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2. Cheadle has hinted at the movie delving into Tony Stark's legacy through Rhodey's perspective, offering emotional depth without expecting Stark's return. The storyline will likely see Rhodey safeguarding Stark's inventions while confronting those who exploit them, echoing the comic's themes of responsibility and unintended consequences. While specifics on the plot remain under wraps, Armor Wars promises to expand the MCU's exploration of technology, ethics, and legacy, anchored by War Machine's quest to protect Stark technological legacy. Following the resolution of the WGA strikes, progress on the MCU's X-Men movie script has begun, with pitch meetings slated for fall 2023 as reported by Deadline. While details on the writers and pitches remain undisclosed, the process indicates movement towards the X-Men's long-awaited debut in the MCU, especially after their tease in the Marvels. Initially, Marvel Studios writer Jeff Loveness stated the X-Men wouldn't appear in Avengers the Kang Dynasty, though his departure from the project leaves this uncertain. Deadpool 3 integrated characters from Fox's X-Men universe may shed light on their future in the MCU, including a potential origin shift. Despite teasing Easter eggs, Marvel's Kevin Feige has been cautious about the X-Men's introduction timeline. While Professor X and Beast cameoed in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and the Marvels, respectively, their MCU roles vis-a-vis the X-Men remain ambiguous. No release date is set for Marvel's X-Men, leaving its phase uncertain. Phase 6 or beyond Avengers Secret Wars in Phase 7, with reserved Phase 6 dates in early development, a Phase 6 debut seems improbable by 2026's end. Character and story specifics for the MCU's X-Men are sparse. Integrating their backstory, whether as established outsiders or from an alternate reality, poses narrative challenges, potentially linked to the multiverse saga's precedent in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Monica Rambeau's adventures involving Beast and referenced Professor X hinted at a promising launch point for the X-Men's MCU journey. In 2026, the Avengers return to headline Avengers 5, marking their first reunion since the Avengers Endgame. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, Avengers 5 promises to be an epic crossover event, possibly involving thousands of powerful villains and the largest hero ensemble in MCU history. Concrete story details are scarce, but the scope suggests a monumental clash with significant consequences. Recent developments have complicated Avengers 5. Following legal issues, Jonathan Majors linked to the role of Kang faced MCU repercussions, with Marvel reportedly severing ties. Consequently, Avengers the Kang Dynasty transitioned back to Avengers 5, affirming Marvel's commitment amid uncertainties. Added to the complexity, the director of Avengers: The Kang Dynasty stepped down, leaving the project directorless. Tales of Cretan directing another project leave Avengers 5 in flux, promising alterations under a new creative direction. Originally slated for May 2nd, 2025, Marvel rescheduled Avengers 5 for May 1st, 2026, positioned as a pinnacle of the multiverse saga alongside Avengers: Secret Wars. It ties multiverse threads, possibly confronting the Council of Kangs despite Major's departure. This escalation sets the stage for Avengers 6's true villains. Avengers 5 aims to realize the threat of the Council of Kangs hinted at in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. In the comics, this council, orchestrated by Immortus, incites a multiversal conflict. In the MCU, United Kang variants threaten the sacred timeline, necessitating the new Avengers' intervention in a colossal battle exceeding Endgame scale. Avengers: Secret Wars marks the grand finale of the MCU's multiverse saga, integrating narratives from phases 4, 5, and 6, akin to Avengers: Endgame's accumulation of the initial 3 phases. As the heroes brace against Kang the Conqueror, the film promises a sprawling ensemble cast and epic confrontations. Recent clues emerge in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, where Kang's ominous line, "That's what conquerors do. They burn the broken world and make a new one," echoes themes of Marvel's 2015 Secret Wars comics. This suggests Avengers: Secret Wars might draw inspiration from this multiversal collision storyline, hinting at a cataclysmic event reshaping realities. Scheduled for release on May 1st, 2026, Avengers: Secret Wars follows Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, aligning with Kang's setup as a pivotal antagonist. However, Marvel's adaptation is likely to center on the 2015 Secret Wars, focusing on a clash between Earth 616 and another universe possibly instigated by Kang. This could culminate in heroes battling in a battle world arena, mirroring the comics' multiverse conflict. To manage the expansive cast and complex storyline, Marvel may bifurcate Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars as parallel yet distinct narratives. While Kang Dynasty explores multiverse threats, Secret Wars could delve deeper into interdimensional clashes and the consequences of Kang's actions across realities, ensuring each storyline's integrity and significance within the MCU's overarching saga. Which of these Marvel projects will you see on the big screen? Let me know in the comments, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.